mental health. What's the first city? Because this is the last city before I start working. A book about what the fuck they did to the sun. But what do you do after a hostage situation like that? What do you get right back into it? How do you go about that situation? Some people actually search for mental help after situations like that. Some people don't believe in mental help, nor do they believe in mental health. Because mental health is something serious. It's definitely serious. And many people may have faced a situation to where they were pretty much trampled into a corner because of mental health. They were definitely trampled into a corner due to mental health. Usually, the person to blame for that is anyone that could have actually gave them help. And the key question to that situation, if you're the perpetrator in that situation, what do you do after that situation? You're one of the perpetrators, seem to have been around for help, could not give the help that you were only made of, but then again, you were the perpetrator. Then you have other perpetrators who have seemed to be maybe even closer to the victim, who stepped in for help, but could it have been the wrong help? And is that what makes them a perpetrator? Okay, well, then there could have been a third perpetrator who actually started their job off as being the help. But being that perpetrator was operating on omitted information plus the extra information, could have seemed to make them become quickly the perpetrator while in pursuit to help. Now, there's a victim who feels trampled into a corner by 3 perpetrators. What was on that victim's mind when the word help arrived to their brain? What did they perceive? Who did they think to reach out to? And who could have stepped in to help? What do you do after those situations of being a hostage? And are you able to step outside of that hostage situation and seek help? The help that could maybe not be tormenting you in those ways that the 3 perpetrators are tormenting you, that could be trampling you into a corner. And of course, each and every one of those perpetrators are to blame, and especially one whom could have just been stepping into the situation. Definitely could be a blame. And as a hostage, you would never sit and think, oh, well, maybe this person would understand what I'm going through and with none of the resources that I need could definitely get me out of my hostage situation. In what way, shape, or form did that person step into your situation? And why did they step in to only hurt you in the form of helping you? And usually, a hostage is not someone that could possibly seek help, but only use their help when they would like to use their help, and then trample up some more just because, and make an even bigger mess, and then look to seek help and not explain what was messed up and what may needs to be fixed right alongside of what could be getting fixed. Maybe by one of the perpetrators stepping in to fix the situation. In what way, shape, or form would anyone know they're actually hurting you while trying to help you? Well, usually, from a victim standpoint, that victim would be trampled upon so much to where they're confused and walking around in circles. And by walking around in circles, I mean reapproaching their step one over and over and over again, because the narrative of their life keeps changing. So, in what way, shape, or form could a hostage be helped while the perpetrators are not helping? That's the key question. How do you get the hostage to perceive their life in a way to where they can help themselves? Could that be the silver lining in the situation? And could the three perpetrators be holding out and omitting information just so the victim wouldn't know to help themselves out of the situation? And never trample upon one of those issues again. How do you help without helping? That's the key question. Especially when you're talking about mentally unhealthy individuals. How do you help with a mentally unhealthy individual by not helping and helping them to perceive their life in a way of them